Okay, I had to turn off the AC so we can hear each other, okay? Hi, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Mia, aka Victoria Madheart. So yeah, this is gonna be a juicy get ready with me because I'm gonna talk about why I'm quitting my job at a dispensary that I'm working at. Long story short, my boss is fucking toxic as fuck. Like, I've never had I've had a bad boss before, but this guy just takes another level. Like, he tops it off as being like one of the most toxic bosses I've had. So yeah, grab your coffee, do your little smokity smoke. We're gonna chill and do a chit chat. So yeah. Also, I feel like right now I've been really loving my makeup. So it's like the perfect time to do a get ready with me. And I just have no one to like vent to, really. I mean, I do, but this is just like, I don't know, expressive and more therapeutic in my opinion. Sharing and possibly like creating a little community. So yeah, if you have a toxic boss right now, or you used to, please share in the comments. I would love to hear it and just relate and be like, oh my god, I'm not alone, because girl, it'd be crazy out here. So yeah, this is my makeup bag. I actually just found her. So I don't know if y'all really care about the story about how I found this makeup bag, but I love Juicy Couture. This is my original makeup bag. Now I just use it for extra products that I have, like extra eyelashes, extra primer. And I carry my makeup essentials in this bag. And where are... Oh my god. Wait, I gotta show you my last makeup bag. Where is it? Okay. And this is the makeup bag I use for my brushes because it's long. And yeah, so yeah, I just love Juicy and I just have to show you guys that. So let me see. Starting with our base, I literally just use finishing spray as my primer, and I love it. But where should I start with my story? Oh my gosh. I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this get ready with me, because I suck at multitasking, but I'm gonna try my best. Anyways, here we go. So my boss, okay, I originally worked at a different dispensary. Just a heads up, I'm in California, so cannabis dispensaries are legal and it's normal. I'm gonna also bring you guys along with me while I'm quitting. I'm so nervous for that, but anyways, I used to work at a different dispensary. They had let me go because I wasn't reaching their fucking sales quota. So when you work at a weed dispensary, I'm sorry, a cannabis, I don't even know if I'm gonna get censored if I say this shit. I'm gonna say sunflower. If you work at a sunflower dispensary, they really push you to be a salesperson, right? Like, you gotta know when to upsell, know how to upsell, and to meet certain quotas. And before I got hired, I didn't really understand that, or not, I did, but it didn't really like sit in with me until I got hired, and I was like, oh shit, okay, I really gotta upsell to keep my job. So they let me go because my sales were low. And so because I didn't want to be fucking homeless, I had to apply to a different dispensary because I already had experience in a dispensary. So I was more likely to get hired right away if I applied to a dispensary, okay? So first red flag, I just found the dispensary closest to where I live at the moment, And they called me in for an interview that same day. And then they hired me that same day. The same day that I got fired and let go from the first dispensary, I had an interview and got hired that same day, just later in the evening. I feel like that was like the first red flag, because one, why are you hiring someone so quickly? You know what I mean? And the interview questions weren't even like that deep. He just asked why'd they let you go, and he's like, you know what, I like you, you're hired. So I don't know if that was like a me thing or them, but my boss seemed so chill and cool the first time I met him. Like, but bro has fucking demons. One sec, let me get my chapstick. Let me see. So no, I can't do chapstick. I use this fucking, what is it, lip stain from Amazon. It's called Whimsical, but I am obsessed with this lip stain. I don't know what it's called because the paint came off, but if y'all like the results of how this will look after I take it off, I'll link it down below just in case. But yeah, the shade is Whimsical and I'm obsessed. Like, it's the perfect pink red. I'll show y'all. One second. I gotta lock in and then I'll continue my story. Sorry if I come across as a little nervous and talking fast. I'm genuinely not very used to speaking in front of the camera often, especially not opening up about my personal life. I'm someone who's very private on purpose because people like to fuck around with your peace and I don't do that shit. Especially on the internet, it's like scary because when you're opening up, there are gonna be people who have their opinions, and since I like my peace and I don't give a fuck about someone's opinion about my life, I just don't want to hear it. But I'm like, at the same time, I want to express myself and open up, you know what I mean? It's been a long journey, guys, because I feel like I've been a loner too long. I need some internet community friends, and I feel like I have a lot of knowledge at the same time because I've lived life, you know what I mean? And you know, I got some shit to share, I feel like, but at the same time, I don't know. One thing about me is I overthink and I overthink and I overthink. So if that's annoying or too much for you guys, you might want to click off this video. Oh my god, we're 8 minutes in and I barely just started. Fuck. Okay, one sec. Let me get my shit together. Okay, so letting that sit. Next, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I love this foundation. It was $40 at Ulta. Made in Italy, only has 5 ingredients. Like, it's so, and it's full pigment or full coverage. I'm obsessed. So I do that next. What's it called? So I got hired, right? And I started working the next day. Thank you, Jesus. So that was good, right? And everything was chill. So then the second red flag that I noticed, I think it was like my second or third day, the security guard, because every dispensary has a security guard, because some people will literally break in and steal shit, which did happen at my last job. I can do another story time. But so there's always a security guard on duty. Let me get my brush. And he had mentioned something about my boss. He was like, oh, I don't know how he came up. I don't know how the conversation came up, but he just made a comment about the boss. He was like, oh, you haven't even seen the worst of it. And I was like, what? I think it's because I saw my boss give another coworker attitude, and I kind of just like, I guess, brought it up to the security guard, like, what was up with that? And he's like, you haven't even seen the the worst of it. And I didn't question or say anything further, or ask anything further, but I genuinely thought to myself, like, what the hell did he mean by that? And this is just like an e.l.f. dense brush. I got it from Walmart. And I didn't even like question him on that, but I genuinely thought to myself, like, what does he mean by that? And I'm someone, like, I guess this is my toxic trait, but I'm someone who will stay and find out, like, fuck around and find out, like, oh my god, I could have just quit, but, you know, you need the money, so you're there. And then I'm just like, let me see, what does he mean by this? What does he mean by this? Okay, I love this foundation because it literally looks and feels like skin. It's so light. I think it does like the perfect coverage in my opinion. Like, you can build it up for like a beat full face, full coverage, but I just do like little dabs. And then if you're going out, you know, I feel like you can definitely build it up, which I haven't even tried yet. Like, what the hell, I need to go out. Anyways, so yeah, that's what the security guard said. And I was like, okay, so let me fuck around and find out, like, what the hell's going on. And then, I think the third red flag is I actually saw, my boss talk to my coworker, which is another female. He didn't say anything wrong particularly, but it's just how he said it. He said it in like a degrading, you're lower than me, you're stupid type of manner. And I picked up on that. I'm like, why is he talking to her like that? Like, as a boss, you should be professional, not rude. You know what I mean? Even if your employee does something that you don't approve of or you don't want it done in that way, there's a way to talk to them like a human, you know what I mean? Not like you're just a number to me, not just like you're a slave, you know what I mean? There's a difference, and it's a vibe. And I was like, I clocked in, I was like, okay. And I just like watched her reaction, and I was like, and mind you, she mentioned she was there for like 7 years. She's still there. It's not like she quit. I'm gonna take like a round dense brush and then blend in my eye, inner corner. So yeah, I talked to her and she's like, yeah, I've been here for like 7 years, and then I also bartend, which damn, like, I literally was like, damn bitch, like, kudos to you. Like, I don't have that much energy to have 2 jobs, but if you do, like, shout out to you. Like, I personally am not, that's not my vibe. Like, I want a soft life. I want zero stress. I want zero pressure, because my mind and my emotions are very sensitive. Very sensitive. I wish they weren't. It's a blessing and a curse. But yeah, that's just how I am. And I'm not making excuses. Like, if I genuinely had to work 2 jobs, I will. But am I going to for my own sanity? No. But kudos to her. So yeah, she works 2 jobs, and I low-key get why, because she says she lived in like a high-rise condo in the middle of Hollywood, which is like an expensive area but really nice area, very pop-in area. And I was like, damn, nice. And her apartment comes with like a gym, it's security, pool, everything. It's really cool. It's really nice. I want to hang out with her one day. She did invite me to go thrifting, so I'll probably make another video on that. But anyways, I just like, how, I don't know, seeing her being spoken to like that, like, hurt me, because I'm like, bro, you are a beautiful woman, and you did nothing wrong, and this man is talking to you like like you bring no value to his fucking business, which you do. Like, you've been loyal here for 7 years, and he wants to talk to you that way. I was like, bro. Third red flag, like, I'm going around my eyebrows because they low-key look a little pink, like if I was tweezing them. Okay, yeah, so this is the base, okay? Everything feels like a little tacky because this is like a wax stick. I love that. So I love that tack. After that, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I was never a Charlotte Tilbury person, always wanted to though. And then one day I went to Ulta and they were doing like an event and I got my makeup done for free, like a full face, and I was like, okay, Charlotte Tilbury. But I know there's always dupes, you know what I mean? But it feels nice to invest in a nice product, you know what I mean? Just like, yay. Anyways, so I go in with my contour. And I like to do like a summery contour, like, oh, she's been in the sun, you look toasted. So yeah, that's my vibe. Sun-kissed, I guess you can say. And this blends in like, again, like skin. I love it. It's so light. Okay, so yeah, that was the third red flag. Fourth red flag is how he started talking to me. I was like, same demeanor, like how he was talking to her, but like maybe fast forward 2 weeks from then, he started talking to me that way. Mind you, he's not there all day. He's probably there for like an hour when I clock in. He's probably there for an hour and then he heads home. Like, he's not there during my shift. Thank God, because I think I would have left a long fucking time ago. But anyways, just to consider, this man, he's not from America, so I guess I can kind of give him a little bit of grace, but not really, because cultures are different. I think he's like from Europe, like from Turkey or something. He's just not from here, but either way, there's no excuse. I'm just gonna add that in there, I guess, for some reason. I don't know. So what was I saying? I love this brush because it's like an angled brush, but I low-key need a better one because this is from Shein and it feels like kind of rough. I don't know. I like soft brushes. This is a little rough, but we do with what we got, okay? So he started talking to me in that way, like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have the best memory, especially when it comes to shit I don't care about. Like memorizing prices in the store. Okay, that's my job. And I low-key have to, my throat's getting dry. Tierra Mia has been my favorite go-to coffee spot lately. Like, I tried them first time and I was like, okay, I see you. Yeah, it's so good. Anyways, yeah, how he was talking to me, like, oh yeah, with the prices. So obviously I don't give a fuck about memorizing prices, bro, but I have to because it's my job or else I'll be homeless, you know what I mean? So I kind of sucked at that because, you know, who's passionate about memorizing prices? I'm not, but it's a job, whatever. So I kind of sucked at it. I'm getting better though. And he would just be like rolling his eyes. Any little thing I would do, he would bring it up with the manager and just talk shit in front of me about what I just did wrong, which wasn't really doing anything wrong. Like a customer walked away, for example, didn't buy anything, but it's because she had a certain budget and she didn't want to spend, she didn't have enough to spend. And my boss is really fucking greedy, like Mr. Krabs greedy. And he's like, why'd you let her walk away? You could have sold her something and given her a pre-roll. Like, that would have made her buy something. And then he'll just turn around and talk shit to my manager about like, did you see that? Like, just shit like that. And I'm like, bro, one, that's unprofessional. If you're gonna talk shit about me, go to the fucking back office and do your fucking chit chat, but not in front of me, dude. Like, you're talking shit around me where I just have to sit there and listen, and I'm like not feeling good about myself, you know what I mean? Instead of being like encouraging, like, hey, maybe try this next time, but good job though, maybe try this next time. No, he wants to talk shit in front of me with my manager. And my manager's cool. He likes to keep the peace, so he'll listen to the boss and be like, yeah, whatever, but still, it's rude. And like just the other day, he said I sounded stupid by how I was trying to sell a product. He was like, oh, this is rosin. You said it was $30, but it's actually $35. Like, you sound stupid when you get the price wrong. And you say it so confidently too. And I literally just stood there and said nothing. I was like, you don't know how bad I wanted to fucking walk out and be like, I don't need you, bro. I don't need you. If you're gonna be disrespectful to me, insult my intelligence, not appreciate what I have to offer in this little rinky-dink ass fucking shop of yours that you don't know how to treat people in anyways, then I'm out. So that's why I'm quitting today, guys, because and it's hard. It really is hard quitting a job, because I am grateful to have a job, and I honestly should have a job lined up right after. But I don't know, like, it's not fun going to work and like, fuck. See, I'm sensitive, you guys. Like, I shouldn't let this bother me, but it's like, I'm human. Who wants to go to work to be ridiculed? Like, I'm in a good mood. I'm ready to work for you. I'm gonna try my best, which I do. I always try my best. Again, I'm not perfect, but if you can't appreciate that and you just want to talk shit about me and be rude, and not like appreciate my presence there, then why am I here? You know, I don't want to go into work to be feeling like shit. How do you expect me to make you money and be positive with the customers if you put me down? Like, as a businessman, he doesn't see that. He's just like, money, 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 money. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about your name, what you have to like, no. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, before I go on to the second or fifth red flag, let me get a wipey to wipe off my lips. So be right back. Okay, I'm gonna walk away again so you can see my outfit and like kind of peep my bathroom. I love my bathroom. My bathroom low-key gives like heavenly vibes. It's so peaceful. I have sage in there. I like yesterday cleaned the fuck out of the walls, the toilets, the side of the toilet, and the toilet, the shower, the walls, like I said, the sink. I mopped with hot ass water. Like, it feels and smells like clean. And then the sun just glowing in there. I was like, I just want to sit on the toilet all day. That's so funny. Anyways, so yeah, I just wipe off this lip tint, and then I kind of have to go back in with foundation because it kind of comes off when I'm getting the sides of my lip. But yeah, so the fifth red flag, the fourth one I think was him, you know, just not appreciating my presence, being rude to me, talking to me like I'm that person. Like, no, wrong person, bitch. Wrong fucking person. Fifth red flag is literally last time I was at work, which inspired me to quit and make this video. The last time I was at work was Tuesday, and today's Thursday. Bro was about to fight a fucking customer. I kid you not. It was the most literally cringy and unprofessional thing I've ever seen. I was like, bro, you're gonna let this man like almost ruin your reputation, your career. Like, you're gonna get a lawsuit, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I low-key want to get the camera footage. But anyways, let me start the story. So yeah, on Tuesday, a customer came in with the hold on. a customer came in with like the shittiest ass attitude. It was like my boss had met his match, and I was there to see it front row. Like, this person was my boss, but in a different form. Like, it was like maybe a 40-year-old white man, tattoos, cool guy, I guess. Not really, actually. He walks up to my cash register and was like, I need a pre-roll. Give me a what do you got for a pre-roll? I need a pre-roll. Like that. And I was like, okay, so, you know, I gotta be like nice and show them the deals, right? There's like a little booklet with the deals, and I was like, here are pre-roll deals, buy one get one, this is half off, yada yada. And then he looks at me like I'm fucking stupid, and he's like, give me a pre-roll. And I'm like, bitch, I didn't say that, but I'm like, okay, yeah, of course, hybrid indica sativa. And he's like, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm trying to understand what kind of high do you want? Is like, am I the crazy? No, I'm not the crazy one. Like, he's, girl, I was like, okay. I literally walked away because I felt my blood boil. I was like, I'm not gonna let this man, you know, push me. I walked away and I was like pretending to look for a pre-roll. And my boss was right next to me, right? And he saw the customer pull out his wallet. And my boss saw how much money he had. I think it was like $30. And instead of me, I was grabbing a $10 pre-roll. My boss was like, show him the 2 for $20. So I grabbed the 2 for $20, right? And I placed it in front of him. And he's like, he got triggered as fuck. He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. I asked for one fucking pre-roll, and this man saw how much money I had and is trying to fucking upsell me. I just, give me my fucking pre-roll. And I was like, here's your pre-roll. Here's your pre-roll. And my and my manager comes up, the one who's like chill. Oh my god, I can't multitask. I'm putting on Freckles by Kimchi. So yeah. And then, what do I gotta do next? Okay, I think I'm gonna do a little more on my nose. But yeah, so this customer is fucking triggered, and my manager comes up and he's trying to keep everybody calm, cool, and collected, right? And I'm quiet as fuck. I'm like, I'm just doing my job. I'm not escalating. I'm not gonna be adding fuel to the fire. Yeah, you got me fucked up, especially with men. If they're physically fighting, ladies, do not, I repeat, do not go in and try to pull them apart. Don't try to get in the middle of it. Don't try to think you're one of them and start throwing rounds. Like, girl, if you want to die today, do that, okay? But that's not me. So I'm like calm, cool, and collected. I step back because this customer is like actively getting angrier, and my boss, instead of being like calm, cool, and collected, he's like, you want to fucking cuss too? I can fucking cuss too. And then the customer's like, fuck you. And then my boss is like, no, fuck you. And then the customer looks at me, and I'm like giving him his change, and I'm like, have a beautiful day, sir. Like, be safe out there, God bless. And he's like, I'm so sorry, it's not you, I'm sorry, it's not you either. And he's talking to my manager, the cool chill guy. He's like, it's not you either, it's this fucking asshole. And he points to my boss. Mind you, my boss is like my fucking height, and I'm like 5 feet. He's like this. He's not in the best of health, you know what I mean? He's very short, and he's ready to throw rounds. He's like ready to throw rounds. He's like, no, fuck you. And then the customer is like, I'm sorry, and he just leaves. He's like, thank you so much, I'm sorry again, and he leaves. Like, I think he's getting a little scared of my boss, because my boss is like crashing out in front of everybody. And so the customer leaves. He leaves the store, and then like 3 seconds later, like, my boss is just there, like, turning red, and he's like, I don't know, he's like having this inner dialogue, trying to help hype himself up, red as fuck, like a tomato. And then he finally, like, gets his lanyard, takes it off, throws it to the ground. Sorry, did I shave, guys? Oops. Throws it to the ground and, like, opens the door, chases the customer. Like, the customer's already outside the building, but my boss was, like, walking to the exit, like, kind of close to him, basically chasing him down. And then the security guard, God bless his heart, you know, he's like 60. He's really big. He's a big fella. He's like a Papa Bear. Excuse me. Takes his time walking around his desk. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? And then I'm like, his name is Money, which I love. I'm like, Money, like, they're fighting. And then my manager, like, follows my boss outside, and then the security guard, like, waddles his way around his desk and, like, follows him outside too. And I wish I could have fucking seen what was going on, but basically the security guard, Money, oh, maybe I shouldn't give you his name. That's his nickname. Like, whatever. Was like, I was having to pull him back because he kept, like, wanting to step up to the other guy. Mind you, this other guy, like I said, was like 40-year-old white guy, tall as fuck, like giraffe IRL. I'm like, bro, he really thought. I'm like, okay, dude, okay. But yeah, the security guard was like holding him back, and then finally walked him back inside, and then the security guard's like, that's not the first time, Mia, and it's not gonna be the last time. Like, he's cussed out women before. He's had people, he's cussed out employees and they walk out. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't it, you guys. This is not it. So I am actively looking for another part-time job, and I have an interview at, like, this what is it, retail store, trend shop, which is really cute. It's like 24, it's like Forever 21 type vibes. So yeah, fingers crossed. If not, if y'all care, I can keep y'all updated. Speaking of being kept updated, if you like this video so far and my vibes and my stories, please consider liking and subscribing, and please leave a comment. It could be anything. Like, it could be a critique, it could be your own fucking crazy ass story, but it would genuinely heal my heart. It would genuinely heal a piece of me if you just left a comment. Please. Okay. And then I think I have my socials in the description of my page, my YouTube page. But yeah, I obviously don't want to work. I mean, I low-key do. Once I find a spot, I would love to just work part-time. Like, I don't mind working a job if it's something I like fashion. I would love to work, like, at a fashion boutique, you know, part-time. Like, that's cute. I get a little discount. It's cute. Like, but I'm not gonna be a 9-to-5 girly. I'm just not. It's not made for me. And on my spare time from not having, like, outside of my part-time job, being creative, having fun, doing my thing. And I've genuinely have been wanting to make more videos since, like, years ago, but I've been doing, like, a lot of, like, inner healing and finding myself and getting over the fear of just being on camera in front of the world. Like, oh my god. Like, I'm not saying I got crazy views, but I don't know, it's so scary, like, to have a video up forever, for years. It's low-key scary, but also kind of beautiful. Like, you kind of see people evolve, you know what I mean, or grow. And I think that's so cool. Speaking of growing and evolving, like, that also scares me about the internet, is like, you have to be this one person forever, and, like, if you change your mind, and if you like contradict yourself or change your mind, like, you're an evil ass person. But girl, can I just give my 2 cents on that? I don't like that type of pressure. I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself or anyone around me because nobody is perfect and we're all allowed to change and evolve, and even if that's for the worse or for the better, we're human. Like, chill. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. And if it's for the worse, I feel like you just pray for that person. You hope that they, you know, find their way out of it or grow from that experience. But like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? It's their life. You know what I mean? If it's like not actively causing you harm, it's whatever. But it's still like interesting to be and watch controversial people like James Charles, for example. Like, that man, he needs to change. That man needs to evolve. Okay, so I have my foundation down, did the contour, did the freckles. Now I'm gonna do eyeshadow, and I've been doing my eyeshadow with the fucking contour. So let me get my eyeshadow brush. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys with me to quit. Like, I'm gonna have the phone recording. I just do this, and then I kind of dab it, dilute it, and then I add it to the inner corner. Not the inner corner, outer corner. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. Wish me luck. I'm actually scared. What do y'all think? Like, do you think I should actually have a job lined up first, or... Because I'm also like a very spiritual, universal kind of girl. So I'm like, I believe in letting things go first before you can receive. And a lot of people think the opposite. Like, you gotta have a plan B before you can even consider leaving plan A. And I'm like, true, but at the same time, like, you gotta have faith. And some people, I get it. Like, that sounds absolutely fucking crazy to have faith. But, oh my god, I have faith. I guess. I really am trying. It's scary though, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like if I let go of this job, there's something better out there for me. And it will all work out. It's always worked out for me. Even in like the most chaotic times, everything works out. It's chaotic beauty that life is. It's crazy. So when I'm doing this, I kind of do it like in a triangle and then bring it out like boom. And it's so like light. It just looks like a natural contour. And then I do that to the bottom. Also, so yeah, if you're interested, I can make content about cannabis, or if I'm not allowed to say that, sunflowers. I can make content on sunflowers because personally, I know some people are against that and it's a bad look, it's a bad image. But personally, sunflower has always been in my life, and that may sound toxic, like you should not repeat cycles, but literally it's a plant and it has never done any harm to me. If anything, it's actually brought me closer to myself and has actually made me more creative and is actually very healing. Because I remember it's another story time, the first time I got high or whatever, the first time I got toasted. But yeah, I can definitely make content on that. I have a shit ton of product because working at a dispensary, you do get samples to try and so you can sell better. And so I have a little collection of some shit, and I can definitely give you a review and recommendations. Like, I think that's so fun. Personally, I am a sativa girly. I do my what is it? What the fuck's in my hair? My preference is sativa hybrid. If I do indica, it's gonna be at night before I go to sleep, because if I smoke that shit during the day, I low-key feel depressed. I don't like being too down, you know what I mean? Also, this is how my lips came out. They're a little dry, but we're gonna fix that. I think they're a little dry because I haven't drinking water today. Just coffee. Yikes. Oh no, I drink coconut water. Pfft. I drank some coconut water earlier. So yeah, I did the shading. This is my first get ready with me. I don't know if you can tell or whatever, but pfft, I feel like I suck at it. Like I'm explaining what I'm doing, but I don't think you should. You're supposed to chit chat. Girl, where is my highlighter brush? What the hell? Oh yeah, the chapstick I used, where is it? Girl, my mind is everywhere, low key. Because I keep thinking about quitting, like how am I gonna say it? Like I'm a person who will have to practice the speech before I give it, because or else I make no sense and my brain is just like kind of everywhere. I know this about myself. It's a little sporadic. I'm neurodivergent. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I'm neurodivergent. I don't know. I'm not. It's not like officially tested and whatever, diagnosed. But yeah, I know this about myself, and I actively try to be more organized and have my shit together. But at the same time, it's like a beautiful mess type situation. So yeah, you love me or you hate me. That's another thing I have to like. I had to grow on and fucking like accept that people will hate you and dislike you for the dumbest ass reasons, and you can try to like prove to them like, oh, I'm not that type of person, like I'm actually a good person, I can like, I'm actually a good friend. But bitch, if you gotta convince someone, they're not for you. They're just not for you. Also, I say biatch because I love you guys. I say I love, like, I feel like I've said bitch to some girls in person. Ugh, and I'm like awkward, and I don't know, they kind of just looked at me like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I just slipped out. Like, in my head, we're already friends. I'm just kidding. That's a little obsessive. No, but like, I'll say bitch when I'm like really passionate and having a good conversation. I'm like, oh my god. Or like, bitch, I know, right? Some girls, they're the same vibe. Like, they'll be like, yeah, I know, right, bitch? No, I don't know. No, really. And then there's just some girls who are just like, it's not their vibe to be called bitch. Like, they won't call you bitch. I don't know. But I say with love. Whatever. Just, you know, me over explaining myself. I just don't want anyone to be offended, you know what I mean? Like, I care about you guys, whoever's watching this. Hope you're having a good day. Let me see. I think I'm okay with that. Let me check the time. Okay, so it's almost time for me to go to work, so let me just shut the fuck up and try to speed up. So I have this highlighter called Do Me by LIT Lit. I got this in an Ipsy bag. Literally, I'm not even kidding, 6 years ago. I got this in 2020. I had an Ipsy bag. It was during COVID. It used to be like a dome, but girl, it's flat now. And I have been loyal to this highlighter because I just fell in love with it. It was my first highlighter. And once I got it in my Ipsy bag, I was like, okay, I get it now. I get it. I get it. And I know I could totally get a new highlighter. I know there's better ones out nowadays, like Bobbi Brown highlighters. I don't know. But I mean, she's holding up, and I guess I'm loyal to this. Not that I guess I am loyal, like, obviously. Girl, I've been yapping for an hour. That's crazy. Damn. But it's so fun. It's so fun. So now I'm gonna go in with my One Size powder. I kind of not really obsessed with this powder. Like, it's a little too mattifying. I want to try the Beauty Creations or Creations Beauty powder, setting powder, because that one is like supposedly a dupe for like a Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. It's like a pressed powder, so I definitely want to try that one day. I kind of like to finish my things before I get new products, because if not, I could I could shop all day with the buy the newest shit, you know what I mean? But I think having self-control over shopping like that, especially with girls in makeup, I feel like we have 30 products of everything, and if that's your like job and everything, like, you know what? No, I feel like that's totally called for. You should have 30 eyeshadow palettes. Why am I giving you rules? You know what I mean? I wish I could have 30 eyeshadow palettes. There's nothing wrong with being excessive, but in my situation, I need balance. You know what I mean? I can't be too excessive. So yeah. So let me know if y'all like this hour video, or y'all prefer like a shorter video. I've learned that, like, if you want to build an audience, like, you have to ask and see what they vibe with. And of course, if it is something you're willing to do as the creator too. So let me know. I'm going with what is this? The Milani bronzer in the shade Sunkiss 02. And I'm just going over where I had put the Charlotte Tilbury contour. And then I put a little on my nose. I'm not the best at the nose contour. Some days it comes out like really good. Some days it's like, okay. I think today's just like, okay, it's an okay contour day. I'm gonna just do that. And then the line, boom. And then a little right there, a little right there, a little more under the eye. When I got my makeup consultation thing, not consultation, my makeup done at the Ulta for the Charlotte Tilbury event, I tried out their mascara. Love it, because the mascara I was using was by Essence, and it would literally shed during the day. I just have like black dots all under my eye, and I was like, ooh, that's not the look. That's not the look. This one stays all day, and it's really light and feathery. And the lady who did my makeup, I love her. I love her so much. I wish I got her Instagram or whatever. I really regret that. But that day, I've lost my phone, and I couldn't take any videos, any pictures, or get her info. Maybe I could have memorized it. But anyway, she put mascara on the bottom of my lashes, and I was like, oh, okay. I was always scared of doing that because it makes me feel like my eyes look smaller. And she was like, no, you need the bottom. You need it. You need it. You need the bottom mascara. It's going to do the opposite of that. It opens your eye and it gives your eye more definition. And I was like, thank you, teacher. Thank you. I genuinely love that vibe. Like going to Ulta and the women helping each other feel and look more beautiful and giving each other tips and not being a bitch and not being like gatekeepy or not having like a toxic jealousy vibe. I love that when it's just like girlies enjoying makeup, helping each other create a look, you know what I mean? Or feel or look more better so you can look better. And I love that vibe. I love going to Ulta. Sometimes it's not the case. Like, of course there's employees there that like you can just feel they're a bitch or like they're judging you or they're maybe jealous, low-key. To me, I don't like that in women. Girl, you're my sister, okay? You're my sister. I have no reason to hate you. I have no reason to be jealous of you. If you're like 1,000 times more hotter or sexier or beautiful, like that doesn't intimidate me. I feel like we're all beautiful and we should all like cherish each other's beauty and see each other's beauty and appreciate each other's beauty and not be like competitive. It's like, okay, my sister's slaying right now, you know what I mean? But of course you have to be careful with who you call a sister, you know, there's snakes in the grass sometimes, but that's just the vibe in a perfect world, you know what I mean? girlies getting along, helping each other look and feel beautiful. Because we're sensitive creatures. Women are so sensitive, and you know, we overthink and we're sensitive, and sometimes we need extra reassurance. And I see that in myself, and I see it in other women. So it's like I give grace to it all, you know what I mean? Like, we should all just be kind, basically, to each other. So yeah, this is my makeup look. Sometimes I do go in with waterproof mascara as my eyebrow gel to hold my hairs in place. And it's just like a regular eyebrow product, but like 10 times more the product, and it's waterproof, so it stays all day, stays through the sweat, stays through the rain. And that's just my little tip. Okay, so I guess this is it. I'll come back when I am going to work. So wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. Wish me luck. For my lip, I've been doing this. Okay, last thing. It's 8:08 on my timer. My combo, my lip combo. I've never had a lip combo, but I've been going to Ulta recently and stuff, and the girlies helped me pick a lip combo. We got like a cherry red or a wine red, and then like a pinky lip gloss by MAC. It's called Cultured, and I put that in the middle. I like a soft outline. I don't look good with harsh outline or lip liner. So I like a diffused look. And honestly, this lip combo comes off like in an hour. So after that, I kind of just touch up with lip gloss. Like, not lip gloss, but chapstick. But I like to enjoy a lip combo for an hour. I love how this smells, by the way. So nostalgic. When I was a little girl, my mom, my tias, they all had like a MAC lip gloss, and it smelled like cake, like cupcakes, and it's so nostalgic. I kind of got a little on my fucking skin, but I'm gonna buff it out. Anyways, this is it. Very skin-like, not too full coverage. Like, you can still see like some bumps and scars or whatever. But yeah, I'll come back when it is time to quit. So if you're also quitting a job or thinking about quitting a job, let me know. We're in this together, girl. I wish you luck. You deserve better. You deserve happiness at your new job or whatever. Just in general, honestly. But yeah. Love you. I'll be back later. Bye. Mwah. Okay, bye. Okay, so I forgot to put on accessories, but I remembered I had these earrings, and then this bracelet that I got at the thrift store. So I'm gonna add these just to spice up the outfit, bring it a little more together, and then I'll show you the finished look that I keep updating. Yeah, I think these earrings go with the vibe, with the pants vibe. It's very like loose, bohemian type vibe, which is cute. I am someone who cannot stick with a certain specific style. If anything, I'll stick with a color scheme, mostly black, but it's like in every style you can imagine. Like today it's bohemian, tomorrow it's like fucking grungy, the day after it's professional. You know, us girlies gotta serve every look, every vibe, because we're versatile. And if that intimidates someone, like, it's a them problem. There's 1:11 on the timer. Are you an angel number person? Because I am. Cute. I wish I had more bangles. I've been trying to find some, but this is all I got right now. So yeah. Okay, bye.
Now, basically, I'm buying 20,000 credits. Yeah. 660.
Thank you.
She doesn't have a bottle opener, but she has pliers. You got this. You're gonna crack it open like the glass. It's gonna shatter. Oh,
Fuck.
come on, Miss Bartender, come on. Pressure.
I literally have to.
Oh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Sis.
So, I was planning to quit as soon as I got to work, but my boss was being like so nice. Like you can tell he was trying to be nice because he's naturally not very nice. So that caught me off guard and I was like, fuck. And then he ended up giving me and my coworker some random, what was it? Vapes and pre-rolls. And just him the whole time while he was here, he was just being like really nice. Like he was helping me put away products and sticker things, and he was like giving me tips and pointers, like being a respectful, nice boss. So I don't know, now I'm kind of like, I don't know, like should I just leave or okay, we'll see. I don't know, guys. Tell me what to do, everybody. Tell me what to do. I think a customer just got here, so. Okay, besties. I have 2 more hours of work. But it's flying by, honestly, because I'm with my favorite coworker. We're literally a dream team. We bring the vibes every freaking time. But yeah, it's pretty fun so far. Now it's dead. I just finished mopping. I mopped one side of the store. My friend mopped the other side of the store. Pretty chill. But a customer just walked in, so I gotta go. Bye. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.